If you are a Jewish educator or administrator, I'm recommending this video as a short teaser for what I offer for schools and educational settings of all sorts. In this short video, you're going to see a sample, just a few excerpts from a full program that I did for educators all over the world. Educators like yourself who are looking to bring the text to life and connect the dots between the text, archaeology, history, art. This is a sample of programs that I could offer to your school, or to your program, or to your educational setting, whether it be a homeschool, a Jewish day school, a teacher training, in the museum, in the classroom, or online. I do these all over the world for educators of all different denominations, and I would be happy to help you bring the text to life for your students in your classroom. Please feel free to reach out. You can also check out my YouTube channel, The Museum Guy, or all of my other online content, or on this website. I'm very easy to find, and I do my best to put out as much material as I can to help educators such as yourself. So please feel free to reach out, and I hope that you find this video meaningful. I'd like to introduce the Mesha Stela. Now, you might be familiar, you might not, but it's worthwhile going over it even if you are familiar. A friend of mine from Brazil who I studied with in yeshiva, he basically called me up and he said, Nachliel, I'm going to the Louvre. Tell me what there is to see there that's tanach related. So I gave him a list of things. I've never been to the Louvre, but I know what they have. I know where to look, and he was just blown away. They have stuff from the Persian Empire, from Shushan. They have this, they have that, the Syria, and then there's this little stone, which you're not really supposed to touch, but the Mesha Stela, and we're going to study this stela along with the text. So first I'm going to show it to you. And if we're going to switch the font, which is something that we can also do as an activity in the classroom, you can bring in a chart that has the modern Hebrew and the ancient Hebrew and have some textual aids and really do some exciting stuff. I have a resource for this online that's just freely available. It's the featured video on my YouTube channel. So I'll send that later. And here's what it says. It says, Mesha Melech Moav. We are talking about Melachim Bet Perek Gimel. Mesha Melech Moav haya noked. He was a shepherd. Ve'eshiv lemelech Yisrael 100,000 karim u100,000 elei tzamer. So he's basically paying tribute to Melech Yisrael. And as Achav, who is the Melech we're talking about, dies, Vayifsha Melech Moav beMelech Yisrael. After Achav dies, Mesha rebels against Melech Yisrael. That's the background that we have. Okay, that's all we need to see for now. Herzog's Tanach map, which I'm sure you're familiar with, is an incredible resource, especially for geography. It's the Herzog HaTanach website, hatanach.com. It works in Hebrew, English, and in Spanish, and it has a lot of resources, including videos and charts and shiurim and all kinds of really, really incredible things. The map that it has an integration with Google Earth. So this is the text. Now let's see what the Mesha Stela says. We'll talk about what it is, but I'm going to let you find out for yourself. So Galut Yehoiachin, Yechonia, which can tie into many different things, but we're basically talking about the very last psukim in Melachim. So here we are. It's 37 years to Galut Yehoiachin. It's the 12th of the month. It's Adar. It's the 27th of Adar. It's almost Rosh Hashanah leMelachim. So you can also, that's Mishnah, but you can tie that in. That Nisan, which is a Babylonian month, as we know, it came with us from Bavel, is Rosh Hashanah leMelachim in the whole region. Now, what I'm going to show you now is a small piece of clay that was found near the Ishtar gates of Babylon in Iraq. This is in the midst of rations for workers and boatsmen and all kinds of other things in Babylon. And then we have a few lines of text. 30 liters of oil for Yahukin, king of Yehudu. 2.5 liters, it's not liters, it's a different measurement, yeah? For the 5 sons of the king of Yehudu. 4 liters for the 8 Yehudians, half a liter each. This is called the Bilam Bar Beor inscription. It's a really fun one that was found in Ever HaYarden in a place called Sukkot. And it basically is plaster on a wall written in black and red ink that collapsed in some old building. And I'm going to show you the text, which again, these things are available freely online if you just know what to look for. So look carefully. This is almost Hebrew. So there's like an extra nun where it shouldn't be like Zeh Zineh. Zeh Sefer Bilam Bar Beor. Ish Chozeh Elohim. This is his words speaking from an extra biblical inscription. And I went with my friend Charles Manopla and I showed him that he can read this with a little bit of assistance. So let's just read the first few lines together. So it says as follows. I just put the actual text below line by line so you could sort of compare and see if you could read it in the text.